Are you in the zone? Ismenia.
I'm just playing. I'm totally in the zone.
Now that's more like it.
Today, School Zone Dallas originates from the Yvonne A. Ewell Townview Magnet Center, home of 6, count them, 6 DISD exemplary schools.
And once again, we have loads to show you.
We'll meet a teacher who has been inspiring DISD students for decades.
As well as suit up for some football with the Samuel High School Spartans.
And we'll find out how the Booker T. Washington High School for the Performing and Visual Arts Jazz Combo did at the Monterey Jazz Festival.
All of this and much, much more.
We're heading into the zone.
School Zone Dallas. Hi, I'm Royce, a senior at Lincoln Communications Magnet.
And I'm Ismenia, a senior at Booker T. Washington High School for the Performing and Visual Arts. Welcome to another edition of School Zone Dallas.
Today we're at Yvonne A. Ewell Townview Magnet Center, a school where there is something for everyone.
That's right, there are 6 different magnet schools here at Townview, and each of them has their own focus. Throughout the show, we'll check in with our on-the-spot field reporter, Kirsten, to learn more about this really cool school. Hey, Kirsten, what's going on?
Hi, y'all. This really is cool. This is one of only 5 electron microscopes in the country on a high school campus. It's a gift from the very generous people at Texas Instruments Foundation in Mobile and is available to students here for the School of Science and Engineering. We're joined by Sean. Sean, what kind of things can you see through this thing?
Well, it takes about 5 days to prepare a sample, but once you do, for instance, if we were to look at the dirt under your fingernails, once we magnified that dirt 70,000 times, it would look like mountains.
Yuck. Thanks, Sean. But y'all, this is really the tip of the iceberg. There's so much to show you about Townview, and we'll be doing that later in the show.
Thanks, Kirsten.
In our first segment, let's head out to Samuel High School to check out the mighty Spartan football team.
Let's check in with Cal, who's on the scene.
Hi, I'm Kyle, and we're here at W.W. Samuel High School, home of the Spartans. You ready for some football? Check this out.
William just wants to play football. He loves football.
He plays a big position for us. We call his position that he plays the weapon, and he pretty much has to be that. He has to be versatile, has to be able to play against down linemen as well as play against wide receiver type people, and he is a major part of our team.
William Houston is a player in all sense of the word. He is very coachable. He is very teachable, has a very positive attitude, will give you 100% practice and a game. My name is William Houston, and I play running back, and also I play the weapon on defense. It's like a strong safety. And I also play on the specialty teams, kickoff and punt. I play almost all the positions. Having the 4 varsity football players on Samuel's 5A football team is a very unique situation. I don't believe that there's ever been 4 deaf kids playing at the same time on the varsity level in the state of Texas, except for the School for the Deaf.
Having 4 deaf players on a football team can cause some difficult communication challenges, but that's something the Spartans have no problem tackling.
I've prided myself on trying to learn sign language a little bit. I'm by no means fluent in signs, but I usually know enough football lingo to get by and enough slang to get by. And from William's standpoint, he and I have been together 3 years, and he pretty much knows facial expressions. He knows when I'm displeased and when I'm happy with him.
So how do you communicate with these players during the gameplay?
He steps out of the huddle and watches me, and I'm in the coach's hip pocket. And when they get the play decided, I throw that out there in the air while the wide receiver is taking the play out to the huddle. And then William and the offensive lineman, they read the lips of the quarterback to just make sure it all jives.
Actually, when I first started playing with William, I didn't even know he was deaf until a couple of days of practice. Then coaches started telling me, you know what I'm talking about, you gotta move to help him understand.
All right, now for the exciting part. Practice is over. Everybody suited up and it's time for the Spartans to play some football.
Samuel, it's a deaf education magnet for DISD, and William is just one of many. We have probably 7, I believe, in our football program right now.
But to see them out on the field in the midst of this hearing world doing their job with no barrier, you know, it makes it all worthwhile.
I like to just play hard. It's tough and it's a reward to me. It's a reward to get to be with the hearing and to be accepted on the team.
You know, he's just a kid, and that's what we like around here, and that's how they wind up being treated, and all the kids treat them the same way.
Amazing. Truly amazing.
Yeah, no kidding. That really defines what teamwork is all about.
You said it.
Well, here at the Yvonne A. Ewell Townview Magnet Center, they've got an incredible view. Check this out.
Yeah, and I could get used to this too.
Me too. Our next story is about the power of teaching.
Teachers have the unique ability to inspire us long after we have left their classroom.
Let's go to Christy at DeGolyer Elementary.
Hey y'all, I'm Christy here at Everett L. DeGolyer Elementary School, which has been an exemplary or recognized school for the past 8 years. One of the many reasons why is because of a very special art teacher who has been inspiring DISD students for many years.
Miss Kent she's one of those teachers that you just remember her name. You know, there's probably 5 or 6 that everybody remembers.
She always inspired us to do unique things and to have fun while we were doing it.
My approach to teaching art, and I would hope that most art classes would be this way, is to give the children as much of an opportunity to use their creative problem-solving techniques and thoughts and abilities. And the very same techniques that you use to creatively problem-solve small things in an elementary school, that's the same technique that you're going to use to solve big problems later. My mother asked me, did I want to be a secretary, a nurse, or a teacher? I thought, well, I could be an art teacher. That would be good, because I knew I loved the art part. And after I taught a year, then I knew that I was in the right place. It makes me feel a lot younger just to be with them.
Over the years, Ms. Kent has touched thousands of students' lives in ways that she could have never imagined. That's what the best teachers do. Today, School Zone Dallas will join her as she reunites with 2 of her former pupils.
Hi, I'm Jeff Miller. I'm an architect here in Dallas, Texas. We design schools in the Dallas area. I have to say I've done a couple of other building types, and schools are the most rewarding because you get to go in afterwards, you know, several thousand people using your schools every day. No, I think that I was always fairly good at math, and I always loved art. And I think, you know, having Ms. Kent helped that quite a bit. I felt like she was always challenging me, and it takes a special type of a person to challenge someone without discouraging them.
Hi, I'm Belinda McDonald, and I'm an interior designer. I currently have my own business doing interior design for residential projects and commercial projects. I would say that as far as my style is concerned, I have a blend of strong architectural focal point in my work. I'm not as quite as decorative as some other interior designers. I like for the space to speak for itself. I had Mrs. Kent from the 4th grade through the 7th grade, and she was a wonderful art teacher. I mean, I just loved going in there every day.
Counting the other day, and it's like 27 years since I've probably seen Miss Kent. I'm wondering if she'll even remember me at all. You know, she has lots of students and all those things. All I remember was in 4th grade, she was really tall.
It's been over 30 years since I have seen Mrs. Kent. I'm really looking forward to seeing Mrs. Kent again, primarily just so I can say thank you.
I'm really looking forward to meeting Belinda and Jeff again. Those were some real exciting times, and I'm really looking forward to hearing how they felt about those years. We've been missing you. We've been missing you.
I don't know if you even remember who I am.
I do. I got your email. In fact, I was going to get around to answering you soon.
Oh, I understand. I understand.
So.
There's no way you remember me.
Oh, what if I saw your picture?
Oh, I've got some.
Did you bring it?
I've got some younger
I remember
pictures
the
of me,
name.
but
I remember the name.
I don't look too much like I
Oh, I
ever
do remember
did.
you. I do.
Do you?
Absolutely. I tend to remember a little better the kids from the earlier years. The middle's getting a little fuzzy.
Ms. Kent, I just want to tell you thank you. I mean, you really, I don't think either one of us realized it at the time, certainly not when I was a kid, but as an adult, as I've looked back, I really realized what an inspiration you were to me. And I know that it can't be just me, that there have to be hundreds of other people out there like me that you have helped. You've really made an influence on a lot of us out there, and I really appreciate what you've done.
What a wonderful afternoon. We appreciate very much being a part of this. For School Zone Dallas, I'm Christy.
I want answers.
You want answers.
I want the truth.
You can't handle the truth. I'm just playing. Hey, Kirsten, what's going on?
Thanks, guys. Here at Townview, they've got a courtroom for students in the government, law, and law enforcement magnet. It allows them to experience firsthand the judicial process in America. Students get to come and hear
objection
and try cases before a jury of their peers. In addition, they go to the Crowley Courts building to observe real live cases. Once again, there's so much to show you about Townview, and I'll be back later on to do just that.
Thanks, Kirsten. During our last program, we showed you the award-winning jazz combo from the Booker T. Washington High School as they prepare to play at the Monterey Jazz Festival.
We sent our cameras right along with them to California to capture every note. Our good friend Rebecca has the story.
Hey guys, Rebecca here at Booker T. Washington High School for the Performing and Visual Arts. If you like jazz, you're gonna love this. Last month, we had the chance to hang out and listen in with the award-winning Booker T. Washington Jazz Combo 1. This spring, they were named one of the best jazz combos in the country and earned a spot to play at the world-famous Monterey Jazz Festival in Monterey, California. Otis Gray, a music instructor here at Booker T, tagged along with the camera and plenty of tape to capture all of the fun and excitement.
Hello, Dallas. We're in Monterey.
Jeans are fine. If you want to wear a nice shirt, that's fine.
We came from New York and New Orleans.
New York and
New Orleans. So to see Max.
Good luck on your performance. Love faculty, staff, and students. Booker T. Washington High School for the Performing and Visual Arts. Cool, man.
Oh, that's funny.
Well, I guess we're cool, guys. Let's go make some history. We're out of here.
Really a lot of fun.
15 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, the Booker T. Washington High School for the Performing and Visual Arts Jazz Combo one.
Hey, I'm Matt Morantz, and we're here in Monterey, California. And last night we played at the opening party for the Monterey Jazz Festival with jazz stars and alumni of our school, by the way, Roy Hargrove and Keith Anderson. Now we're here on Cannery Row in Monterey, and we're about to have kind of a combo party here at this restaurant called the Fish Hopper. And as you can see, it's really beautiful here in Monterey, and we're gonna walk inside here. So,
what's it like playing with Keith Anderson?
Man, he's the best.
Look at it. He's the man. He's the man. I need a lesson from you. What you talking about?
List everybody that is part of and makes up the festival, and there it is, Booker T. Washington High School for Performing and Visual Arts. So I feel pretty gosh darn good about that too.
What were you thinking last night when you were watching him play?
I thought they were great. They looked great. They looked very comfortable up there, like they belonged up there.
It's great to get a chance to hang out with the kids from my old alma mater and, travel across the country to see them, doing it like we were doing it back when I was in school. And it's been a blessing just to be here.
With the trip winding down, the Jazz Combo was set to turn all of their attention to their final performance on Sunday.
It's just a great feeling. I'm very proud of Alex, his accomplishments with the band. The band was just a good group of young men.
I'm just incredibly proud, and I just can't believe it. I knew he could do whatever he wanted to do musically, but he worked hard for it, and the determination and the practicing and everything really paid off.
It's great to be here. It's great to be among the world's best musicians and see what they have to offer, see what they're talking about. And it's great to be here. There's no other experience. This is the best time I've had in a long time.
Playing at the Monterey Jazz Festival sounds like a dream comes true.
Sure does. Speaking of dreams, I dreamt that Kirsten became a banker.
A banker? Now what are you talking about?
It went kind of like this. I dreamt that Kirsten was in this bank, and she was letting people take out loans. Then she was making deposits and...
Ismenia, wake up! There really is a bank here at Townview. And while I'm not a banker, there are a lot of kids learning what it takes to become one. There really is something for everyone at the Yvonne A. Ewell Magnet Center. Students can learn to be bankers or run a retail store at the Business and Management Magnet.
One of everything.
At the Education and Social Services Magnet, students get to work with children at an on-site daycare center. Ettany Clerkley was in the first graduating class from Townview just 6 years ago. Now she's back, trying to inspire a new group of students that it's fun and rewarding to be a teacher.
The whole goal of our school is to prepare students to become educators or to work with others.
And so I'm just a product of what the school is about. But to literally go back into the exact same program, the exact same classrooms, and work with the exact same teachers that you were with as a student, it just makes the experience all the more wonderful. To deal with hearing and smelling, so two of the senses, okay?
Students at the Magnet Center for Public Service, Government, Law, and Law Enforcement get a chance to learn the ins and outs of investigating crime scenes and how to handle arrests.
Get your right hand behind your back.
In addition to having its very own dental clinic, complete with crowns and dentures, students at the Health Profession Magnet learn the basics of nursing and healthcare. Thanks to the partnerships with Texas Instruments, students from Townview Science and Engineering Magnet receive a world-class college preparatory education. Science and engineering ranked in the top 1 or 2 in the state of Texas in terms of students passing advanced placement exams based on enrollment. At the Talented and Gifted Magnet, last year's graduating class of 52 students earned more than $15.3 million in scholarships, an average of just under $300,000 apiece. There are 6 high schools under one roof here at Townview, each of them with their own unique focus. All of them, however, have been named exemplary schools by the Texas Education Agency. And while there isn't a football or basketball team to rally on, there is the mighty Townview Band.
The band program has all 6 schools represented in the band program. We started our marching program simply by trying to add more continuity to our band program, and it has, evolved into a major following for us.
As you can see, the Yvonne A. Ewell Townview Magnet Center is a unique learning environment tailored to meet the needs of each of its students. Its namesake, Dr. Yvonne A. Ewell, longtime school board member and DISD administrator, would be honored to know that each of the schools are doing very well. For Schools on Dallas, I'm Kirsten.
As you can see, Townview is an amazing place. Right now, we're at the school's dental clinic. Students that attend here have a wide range of opportunities and get to attend some of the most prestigious colleges and universities. Stanford, MIT, Caltech, the list goes on and on.
That's right. But for our last segment, we're going to show you another outstanding DISD teacher.
Her name is Miss Teague, and she is this year's top elementary school teacher in the district.
You may have some more ideas, but I'm going to move to the next thing. Let's think about
Well, they've given me
football
several adjectives. They say that she's selfless, very giving. They think that she is someone who will not leave them on the limb, that they know that these are children with challenges, so they don't feel left alone. I think that they find Miss T to be a person who is warm, someone that they really see as a friend to them. They're not at all befuddled or distant with her because they can really come in close. They can share laughter with her. They know that she's going to be an advocate for them. They know that even if they have a small problem, if it's not academically related, they can still go to her. So they see her as someone who's very supportive.
The challenges that I face every day in teaching, especially with my students, are that they are receiving special education services, and often they have a low self-esteem. So part of my job is to challenge them academically, but challenge them in such a way that they feel good about themselves when they accomplish a goal. The advice I would give someone who wants to become a teacher is plan to work hard. And if you work hard, if you learn all that you can about the different teaching strategies, you will see it pay off in the long run. Sometimes you will reap the rewards in a short term. Sometimes it will take a long time to see a child turn the corner on what you've been teaching all year. But if you're willing to work hard, to persevere, and to stick with it, you will reap one of the greatest rewards you possibly can, and that is seeing a child be successful, and you'll know that you had a hand in it.
Miss T is a loving teacher. She teaches us things that we never knew before. Like when I first came to her class, I knew from looking at her that she was a nice teacher. I like to draw and color in her class.
I would say Miss Teague is a great teacher. I think she will win this thing.
That she was funny and she taught me a lot. Miss Teague is a nice, loving teacher, and she taught me everything I could know. Miss Teague taught me how to talk about a lot of things without stopping, like all this. And Miss Teague said that tomorrow that since we did a good job, she's gonna make us some brownies again. Now I'm gonna ask her, can I have 3 or 4 or 2? Well, I'll be glad when I get though.
I would just like to say that I know that Mrs. Teague is quite worthy of this particular honor because she is someone who, as the teachers say, is selfless. I look for people who are committed, who are really devoted to the children, especially in this situation when we've had a new program change of inclusion. We wanted someone who would be positive, someone who would be calm enough to relate this to the staff so that it would be an easy transition.
I would like to be remembered by my students as someone who first of all cared about them, not only their academic strengths, but cared about the kind of lives that they were currently leading as students and lives that they would lead after they leave my classroom. I want them to remember me as someone who was fair, someone who in class did not differentiate with discipline between boys or girls, but someone who was fair with them. I want them to remember me as someone who challenged them to do their very best, and someone who encouraged them to do their very best, and someone who was always in their corner for them, because that is my primary role, to be in their corner and to educate them.
What are you doing?
I'm checking out all our emails from our last show.
Yeah, we've got dozens of emails. We'd love to hear from you. If you have an idea for a future installment of School Zone Dallas, just send a note to schoolzone@dallasisd.org. Or check us out on the web at www.dallasisd.org/schoolzone to learn more stuff about the show. Well, that wraps up another show.
Once again, we covered a lot of ground.
You know, we really did. So tune in next month when School Zone Dallas originates from Julia C. Frazier Learning Center.
But until then, don't forget to keep it right here
in the zone.